Hello everyone, and welcome to the virtual frog dissection. So we will be starting the frog dissection online today. This is the frog specimen we will be using for our virtual dissection. Right now it is turned over to its ventral side, which is where we will be cutting it open. We make 3 cuts to the frog so that it looks like this. And then when you open it up, you see all the organs. First we remove the liver. The liver is a 3-part organ that removes toxins from the blood. It also produces bile, which is then stored in the gallbladder, as well as a different chemical named glycogen. Next, we take out the heart. The heart pumps the blood. The blood is filled with things like oxygen and food that keep the cells in a frog's body alive. It also takes the waste and the carbon dioxide from the cells back to the lungs. And then when red blood cells get tired, they're pumped to the and then when red blood cells get old, they're pumped to the spleen. Next, we take out the gallbladder. As previously stated, the gallbladder stores bile, and the bile was made by the liver. Bile is used to break down fat. Next, we have the stomach. The stomach creates strong chemicals that break down any food that's inside of it. When the frog swallows, the food goes through the esophagus and into the stomach, where it is then digested. The food is digested by hydrochloric acid, and the acid helps to break down the food into a mixture. Next is the small intestine. The small intestine collects nutrients from the digested food once received from the stomach. This completes the digestive process, and it gives nutrients to the blood to keep the frog alive. Fat bodies, store fat. This, of course, helps when a frog does not have enough food and needs to rely on his fat to make sure he doesn't starve. Not only that, it's also useful for reproduction and buoyancy. The red blood cells that are too old and getting ready to be repurposed go to the spleen. So basically it just renews old red blood cells. The function of the large intestine is that it receives the leftover stuff from the small intestine, the waste per se, and it's already had the nutrients taken out of it, but there's still water there. So it absorbs water from the food, and then it expels the waste through the cloaca. Next is the lungs. Lungs are filled with tiny little things called aoli. These aoli are basically a gateway to the blood. So when the frog breathes in, the aoli fill with oxygen, and then the oxygen is given to the blood. And then when the frog breathes out, it is because the blood cells are passing carbon dioxide back through. Last of all, we have the kidneys. The kidneys remove nitrogenic waste. This is then expelled in urine. Thank you for watching the virtual frog dissection, and I hope to see you next time.